Yeah, I think I'm live. Yeah. Live chat is unavailable. What the hell? I can't even pop out my chat anymore. What is happening? What is happening? Um, yeah, Twitch chat works. Yeah, Twitch chat works. Yeah, Twitch chat works. Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? This is public, right? Seriously? Like, how did it go private out of nowhere? Um, Hey Rachit, I almost panicked just now. I spent like 5-10 minutes fiddling around with the settings, being like, why is this streaming this late? Yep. I am streaming this late because there is something interesting to do right now. Varun Maya just uploaded a video and I want to react to it. I was thinking notification क्यों नहीं आ रहा? Yeah, because it was private. This privacy thing, it was set to private and I did not even realize it. It's like unreal to me, like how automatically change things change. Hey Harsham Patel, how you doing? Chat was not available for like 10 minutes or so. I was fiddling around. Hey dude code, changing schedule. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yep, I know Silk Song. It is already on Fit Girl Repacks, by the way. You can already download that game if you want. Not saying you should, but nice to know. Somebody already cracked it. Yeah. So, first of all, tell me what you think about this shoe. Sorry for blasting white light into your eyes. Let me clear this out. One sec. Yeah. So, what do you think of this shoe? This shoe costs about 5,600 rupees. And yeah, I'm thinking of buying it. What do you think? Rate it 1 to 10. This is the base. The grip is quite nice. This is the side view. Yeah. Across all colors, I liked it the best because the green, it gives off that neon LED kind of look right here in this part, and it is rugged enough that I can go to the mountains and all, and this is sporty enough that I can comfortably walk in these. 8. Why giving that motherfucker itna priority? No, because I want to see what he has to say. I really want to see. Hello. Yeah, hey, Bhargav Pandu. 7.5. Hmm. Okay, fine. So let's jump into this. I am pretty sure my homepage will show that video. Here we go.
Likely to be taken by AI. A new study has come out.
Desktop audio is turned on. All right, so let's watch this.
A new study has come out by Microsoft, which talks about the 40 jobs that are most likely to be taken by AI in the near future, and also 40 jobs that are relatively safe. Now, you might ask me, Varun, if a big company has put out a paper like this, why would you listen to them? They have so much incentive to lie. But the truth is, actually, in this case, Microsoft has all the incentives not to put out a paper like this simply because of the amount of fear and panic it will create. And if you actually go through the list of these jobs, you'll see that it's very risky for Microsoft as a company to put this out because a lot of jobs that they say are going to be replaced are jobs that, in a way, their tool suite enables. So I wanted to actually go through the 40 jobs that are likely.
What? It made no sense what he just said. 1 second. It did not make sense.
Go through the list of these jobs, you'll see that it's very risky for Microsoft as a company to put this out because a lot of jobs that they say are going to be replaced are jobs that, in a way, their tool suite enables. So I wanted to actually go through the 40 jobs that are likely to be replaced and
their own tool suite enables. But isn't the goal of tool suite to appeal to everybody and then not need any specialized experts who have a specialty in that tool? Like he himself asked the question that Microsoft has all the incentives to lie to us, but he wants to believe in them. No, I don't believe in them. No. Thing is, Microsoft is such a huge company that they can actually go to one product and they can market it out of proportion to inflate the value, and in the process of it lose some other side of the products, and it would not make much difference to them because ultimately it's all about net profit. The net profit that they will gain in the ecosystem of AI, where they will inflate it, they will inflate it to such a level that losing out the other divisions of their company would not make a dent. So I'm not gonna trust Microsoft that they're gonna not lie. No, sorry, not gonna happen.
and also the 40 jobs that are safe. Without much further ado, let's go to the 40 jobs that are first going to be replaced.
Before even watching the video, I know that he's going to throw full stack developer in because he wants to trigger us. Of course he does. Yeah.
Before we begin, I want to tell you the methodology used. They took about 200,000 anonymous conversations from Copilot of people asking Copilot to help them with their work, and then they looked at the work that Copilot did and tried to figure out did it actually do the work end to end or not. Then, depending on the user satisfaction of that work done by Copilot, they decided whether AI was applicable there or not. And at the end, they created this AI applicability score for each of these jobs, which is how likely is it that AI can do it end to end in the next few months or years. Anyway, that was the methodology. Let's get straight to the 40 jobs that AI can replace. Number one is interpreters and translators. Now, this makes obvious sense.
Interpreters and translators, I mean, yeah, I can see it. In some sense, yes, I can see that.
Right? The transformer as a technology was initially created to do language translation. So it's really good at language translation already, so it can easily convert one language to another. And when I was at Google I/O in San Francisco this year, I got to trial these glasses that they have that also do instant language translation.
This is a shit product. This is what a sellout looks like. I already talked about this product, how it is so shit, given that you already cornered yourself to the audience segment that already wears glasses and needs glasses on a day-to-day basis. But the fact that they need glasses doesn't mean that they want tech in those glasses. It's gonna stay on their face all day. There are certain restrictions to that dimensions of that glass. It needs to be not heavy. And if you are buying a glass for a feature that you're not gonna use all day, then it's a bad purchase. This is why products like these are never going to be successful. Like right now, we are hearing it from Varun, but when it initially launched, we saw the video, and then what happened? No mass adoption. Nobody raving about it on Instagram, being like, "Oh my God, guys, come with me and get ready with me. I have to put on these glasses that are very tech enabled. It did not happen. Because at the end of the day, people, if they are going to use a glass, then they're going to use it to see something. You introducing tech into the glasses doesn't mean that you automatically appeal to all the eyeglass wearers out there. You're only appealing to the people who are wearing eyeglasses, but they also need tech in their eyeglasses. And that's the shallow market that you are targeting. Time and time and time again, people make these mistakes. And then we have influencers trying to, spark the fire back up. Imagine getting ads on these glasses. Oh man, that would be so brutal. You're about to park your car, parallel park, and then a full screen YouTube ad comes up. Then you can't see anymore, and then you dent it. Man, that would be hilarious. By the way, did you hear that ChatGPT already is responsible for killing people now? Moist Critical, like right here, like I saw his thumbnail and it reminded me. Just today, he uploaded a video where he is documenting a case where ChatGPT convinced a person in America that his mother-in-law is actually a Chinese spy and he should do something about it. Quotes on quotes, do something about it. And what did that man do? Ended the life of his mother-in-law. I called it before it even happened. Tech and everything is stupid. Fuck those things. After GPT messing up the graph stats, I will not trust them. Looks good. Don't know about fitting though. 7 or 8. Oh, okay.
And it is pretty good. They even did a live demo of this. So yeah, it makes sense that if you're a translator or an interpreter, AI could possibly do a lot of the job for you. The next job on the hit list is historians, which are jobs that focus around research, analytics, synthesis, reporting around historical events. Because all these AIs have been trained on pretty much all the history books out there, they can immediately recall as well as give analysis of these historical.
Not on the the Vatican City Library. No, they haven't given that data out to the AI. You have to realize some institutions, they really want to keep their information private. Vatican City Library is one of them. There's literally a closed door kind of library where you cannot even enter, like normal humans like us. We can't even enter that. So access to those information is still sealed away. So not even acknowledging those parts while you talk about historians is pretentious, being pretentious for no reason. No, I don't agree with that.
Historical events. So you don't need to have a person around you who's sitting and giving you analysis of history.
Didn't a kid kill himself because of a Daenerys Targaryen AI model? That was also GPT, right? Kids, you can kind of predict it. That kids are impressionable. They can fall into the trap, whatever the ChatGPT AI tells them. But a grown-ass man, 50 years old man, killing his mother-in-law, who's already 80, 85 years old, that is something that will make you think what the hell is happening, right? I wanted you to review this. Yeah, I know. Tech and everything is stupid.
When the AI can do it for you. Now, even if a certain book or a piece of data isn't in the AI corpus, you can very easily dump the book into the AI and say, find me information from this book. Next is...
You're not gonna get information. That's the first roadblock.
Is actually passenger attendants, which is roles built around helping travelers, answering their questions, providing directions. If you go to an airport, sometimes there'll be a person sitting there who's helping passengers go in different directions or telling the person you should go here or this is the flight timings or whatever. It is very easy to feed those flight timings or even the train timings into AI and just have it answer these questions for you. Eventually, it's just going to be a kiosk that you talk to and it'll give you the answers. Or you know what? It might not even be a kiosk. As long as you have the AI glasses. And even Mark Zuckerberg came out recently and said that they're really going to focus on the glasses, right? Even Google is, like I told you. So
No. Here's why. When you talk about this type of feature, you kind of pigeonhole yourself to only talk about the youth. The youth already know how to pull their phone out and do things very quickly because we are trained to do so. But the one audience segment that these people don't talk about is the old people who are still not used to technology. I know many of you who had to take your mom's phone and you had to teach your mom how to type, how to send a message out, how to order a product on Flipkart, how to order food on a particular app like Swiggy, Zomato, or whatever. You went through that experience, right? I know you did, because we are that generation whose parents are not that used to technology as much as we are. the next generations after us, they will be on the same level as us. We can adapt to a new app just like that. But our parents, old people, 70 years old, 90 years old, they don't know shit about technology. Maybe they haven't even heard of ChatGPT just yet. This is what social media and everything does to you. It's appealing to only young people. Old people, all that they care about is politics. And that's it. They don't care about technology that much. So when they find themselves stranded in airports and everything, they will freak out. And no matter how many devices and how many things you throw at them, being like you can use this to help you or whatever, ultimately they're gonna ask for the manager. Like a Karen, yeah. They're gonna ask for the manager. They wish to speak to someone of higher authority, in which case you do need people to assist other people. Hey, the one who knocks. Bullshit. Man, what's something else? I get cringe when I hear this motherfucker talk. If I can't get that info, you probably will not get that info on PDF. Yeah, obviously. They have Epstein list in those closed doors. That's why we are not allowed. Privacy matters. Didn't, yeah. Anyway.
So it is going to be obvious that it's directly going to connect to the flight APIs and tell you where to go. So you probably don't even need to talk to an attendant there. Next is sales.
Your devices are going to connect to airport API. That is dangerous, right? Somebody can take the motherboard out, which will be like a device this size, maybe like this thin, and they can do whatever with the airport API, right? I imagine that would be dangerous. Handing out, I mean, you can argue that everything is connected to Google API. So technically they have the protection of Google, but I can assume that that device can be misused. Varun again, hell nah, fuck duck riding on AI.
Sales reps, but a very different type of sales rep. This is a sales rep whose daily work is writing proposals, explaining services, and persuading clients and responding to objections or queries. This is not the sales rep that will meet a client in person and then convince them of something. This is a person who's doing some of the back office work for sales. So, of course, a lot of this process is writing proposals and emails, a lot of cold outbound emails. It seems that AI is pretty much on path to replacing. Remember that a physical sales rep who goes...
Do you know, I have something to say here. I don't know how many of you will agree with this. I think standardizing too much business practices with AI is kind of taking away the personality and the way of working of some people. This is why like I open Excalibur, because this is a serious conversation that I want to have. Like when you work with a boss or a person, you know that when this person says X, they actually mean Y. When this person is not mentioning this part of a particular module, then it means that you're gonna have to jump in and think about that. So when somebody says something like that, oh, the back office work is going to be automated, it just means that the workload is now going to be on the person who was running the back office tasks, right? Now they have to be in the front of the computer being like, please do it this way, don't mess this up, don't get caught in a loop, don't take a break, like don't miscalculate things, blah blah blah. They're gonna have to put in a prompt that will be so huge that they could have just built a relationship with a person that is on a payroll, and they could have just said like 2 sentences being like, hey, that report, get it ready for me, I have a client meeting like 6 p.m. tomorrow. And from that 6 p.m. tomorrow, like they would have a certain sense of deadline, a certain sense of presentation, a certain sense of, I have to get this done. And my boss said to make this presentation like this, but he didn't mention this specific part, which is very specific to that guy because he never talks about that portion of the app. So now I have to jump in and factor that myself and all that. Introducing AI in that, AI doesn't really know your personality that much, does it? It doesn't have the incentive to learn the way that you communicate. Communication is a two-way street. Things get lost all the time in the conversation. Maybe the point that I'm trying to get across, you're gonna miss that. And you know that you're gonna miss it because when you hear about this, once again, this is recorded stream, so then you will know about it. But AI doesn't have the incentive to learn about you, your mannerisms, your vocabulary, your way of saying things, your way of forming sentences. what you say is not equal to what you mean, and all of that. What you didn't say doesn't mean that it needs to be said explicitly. Like all these parts is taken away by AI. It's trying to standardize people, and that's not how people work. This is not how employee employer relationships work. Like, I know right now my client, the clients that I'm working with, if they tell me something, I know immediately in 2 sentences what they mean, and now I can go and build something, come back, show them a little bit of change here and there, and I can go back and do that. I don't need a 500 line prompt to myself. Bhaiya, you ever used GSAP? Do you believe that animated works? Okay, I don't know what GSAP is, bro. I want freedom. Who doesn't, bro? Who doesn't? The problem with Varun, like creator, they only talk about hype and marketing pro of AI or any new product not tested by themselves. Even they do, they only tell the positive or hype, not the problem. That, yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily pointing out a problem. I'm just pointing out a very specific use case of AI being used for office back work. I just can't stop thinking about it. Ah, yes, the CyberLab background while talking about AI. Anime.js. Oh, okay. So it's a JavaScript library. I feel like. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Shakes a client's hand and tries to convince them of something is still seems to be a safe job. Next is writers and authors. So whether you're writing books, articles, scripts, essays, it feels like
Writers and authors. This is the number one portion where authors can really make a name for themselves. Whenever you write something in LinkedIn, in Twitter, wherever, people can take one look and they'll know if it is generated by AI. How the fuck will you get replaced as an author, as a writer? Seriously? Bhaiya, you support what Sherian's coding school is doing. Huh? What are they doing? I'm not aware. Which is really saying something because I'm on YouTube all day. What the fuck? Sherian's coding school. What are they doing? They are live right now.
तरीके का गेम खेल गया 1.5 साल सुबह शाम दिन रात इसने बस एक ही चीज के बारे में देखा दैट इज जो उसे जो भी जिसमें भी करियर बनाना है 1.5 साल भाई हो जाएगा
Chip rahe. I don't understand what is up with Sherian's coding school. Piyush, let me know. I don't know what you just referred. People like Varun are bozos. They don't know jack shit about what they are talking about, but want to cash in on the trend. They're fucking stupid. That's it. But it's not that. Like, first of all, forget the Varun Maya part. Forget the Varun Maya part. Listen to what he's saying and only think about that is what I'm saying. You can hate a person, that is your right, but don't say that to me that you hate him. Teaching front-end web development. So what's there to support? Like, I don't think it's only Sherian's coding school that is teaching front-end web development. Everybody's teaching front-end web development. I thought you mean something different, Piyush. Like they are doing something very specific that no one else has done. Yes, lol. I now get irritated with posts having bullet points that way and ChatGPT using emoji in every heading. And you used an emoji just now.
AI will sort of take this over. And I think this is a rising tide phenomenon, which is if you're not a very good writer, which is if you're like a mid-writer, then sure, AI will take your job. But writing is one of those jobs with a very high ceiling. At the very top, the people who are writing, it's not really writing, it's the way they're thinking and their life experiences. So someone who can explain something to you in a very crazy life experience that they've had and then connect it to, whatever they want to teach you or whatever they want to communicate to you, I think AI can't do that because it's not had those life experiences. But if you're somebody who runs a news blog or a news platform and all you're doing is rephrasing news from another website, then yeah, this is not a very good job for you to be in. Next is customer.
Okay, so at least he recognizes that, so you can actually get recognized.
Service representatives.
Customer service representative, please don't bullshit on that. Klarna already made the mistake of doing that. They hired people back. Shut the hell up.
Which is a role focused on answering customer queries. Actually in the early days, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, there were these bots that you could create for your website queries as long as you've written enough information is something that AI can do. But remember, there's an accountability part of this, right? Which is when do you give a customer a refund, especially if it's a large ticket product, right? Like if it's like a, like a Zomato or a Swiggy where
it's not about just refunds. It's about the relationship a customer has with the company that is selling the product to them. That matters more than anything. They can temporarily not use your product, but if they have a good relationship with your company, they'll come back. 100% they'll come back. It's called a returning customer. I mean, yeah, customer acquisition. Yeah.
It's like 100 rupees that they're losing and it's baked into their costs, then fine, an AI can decide when to give a refund. But if it's a big ticket product, let's say you bought, camera, and now a customer service representative has to decide whether the customer who's asking for a refund is a true customer who has a genuine reason or a fake reason, that's something that still requires human accountability. But if it's not those tasks, if it's just drafting responses and then or giving small refunds back, then AI can probably do it. Next.
No, they won't do it. No. Every customer matters to a business. Every customer does. Talk to any startup founder, talk to anybody who's building a product out there. They know the value of a single customer. It's only when you become a $1 million, $1 billion valuation company, that's when you stop giving a shit about your customers. Looking at you, Ubisoft. But anyway, talk to any startup founder right now. They'll tell you the importance of having one customer. It can make or they can make or break your company. So no, they are not gonna get replaced, customer service representatives, because you don't predict what kind of problems the customer will come to your company with. You can't predict that. One customer can say, I can't find the pin for the box so that I can open the box like this. That is an easy request. But somebody saying that my phone camera behaves like this very specifically and I need this fixed, like that requires some kind of communication with the client to understand what the problem is really. And you can't really predict what client will come to you with what problem, can you? Yeah, it's fine, Paris. Anyway, prompt engineering is not a skill, bro. The heck is prompt engineering? Oh, what should I study? CPP or prompt engineering? Oh my. You really asked this question in my channel. I mean, like, oh man, that's a funny question.
Next is actually CNC tool programmers, which is jobs that involve writing precise code for machines, right? So this is highly structured text. So a lot of these tools actually require a little bit of programming, which AI can do pretty much off the bat.
Now, I want to take a second to talk about today's.
This guy is not serious, is he? He literally said 3 sentences and now introduced a product plug right here. He is not serious, is he?
Sponsor, Warp, which is an ADE
Oh, fuck you, Varun. Like,
at checkout at go.warp.dev/Varun. Now, let's get back to our video.
Next is telephone operators.
and you just skipped CNC tool programmer. Oh man, I'm pissed now. I'm pissed. Not gonna watch the video anymore. Sorry, I'm done. This guy, man, if he's rage baiting me, like his rage bait worked, screw this guy. Like for real. This kind of this is why, like, it puts me in this position where I don't do brand deals and promotions, and I never will do that because of what Varun did just now. This is why. You will never have that faith in me or the trust in me that anything that I'm saying is coming from me or just for the sake of me creating a video, sprinkling enough information in it so that you feel like you walked away with something. Fuck this guy, man. Like, fuck this guy. Now, stand-up is live. Primeagen is doing a stand-up. The roadmap. First of all, why am I watching? I mean, why am I getting these videos? Stop wasting time at a job in 2025 plus 4 hacks to get rich. From burned out junior dev to CTO in 2 years. The non-BS guide they don't teach you. Why am I getting these videos recommended to me? I mean, like, what does YouTube think of me? I'm lacking motivation. I'm not productive enough. First of all, there's a YouTube channel that I want to show you, and that is Justin Sung. This is a YouTube channel that is so fascinating to me
In
because
this video, I'll teach
he says a bunch of stuff and at the same time says nothing. And I want you to just read the thumbnail of this guy. Read the thumbnail and title of this guy, and you will know what kind of YouTuber he is. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating to me. It's called NewPipe. There's an open source Android app that acts like a YouTube client. So you don't have ads in it. You can check it out if you want. It's called NewPipe. It will get invalidated, bro. The problem with downloading APKs or downloading clients is that YouTube does something on their backend where those things get invalidated pretty quickly. So it's pretty much like the app maintainers have to fight with YouTube to keep it updated as much as possible. Little bit programming. Like I said, he's a fucking bozo. That kind of pissed me off. Like, honestly, he should not have done that. CNC tool guy, and he just pushed out a product plug in it and just being like, okay, let's get back to the video. And he just continued. Fuck you. Not gonna. Just another YouTuber. Yep. Stop wasting evening by not clicking on this video. Yeah, I know that that guy Justin Sung. It's like it's fascinating to me, that guy. Like, you say a bunch of things, but at the same time you don't say anything. First of all, like, I also question, like, what incentive is there for other people to make you rich? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Dude, Steam, PSN, Nintendo were broken yesterday when Silk Song got released. Oh, wow. Did not realize the hype. Damn. And there it is. Silk Song is here. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Do you know Rail? No, sorry, bro. Never heard of Rail. What that is? Sorry. Ooh, 10 years as a therapist. Go suck yourself. Okay, so let's get a video out. I want to talk about this. I want to increase the size. Yep. I want to put it here. And I want to pose for the thumbnail. So this is the thumbnail. So let's talk about this. So, okay. So far the videos that I have made is that I have put myself in your shoes and I have talked from your perspective, the things that you are going through and how to do things in order to combat your difficulties. But now I'm going to talk from a perspective of me being the guy that hired you in my company and what I expect from you that makes you a good hire. And I'm going to throw some general points at you that you can equate yourself with. You may disagree or agree with me, it's your choice. But here are some points that I want to discuss that actually makes an SWE a good hire, a software engineer that gets hired in a company. You can distinguish yourself from everybody else that got hired because of their results and their GitHub or their lead code or whatever. And you can actually stand out in front of the crowd, stand out of the crowd in the eyes of your boss, where you will be the first guy that they will think about. Okay. Number one thing, proactiveness. So proactiveness is actually a paradoxical point that I'm about to discuss, is where the company seniors or the senior developers in your team expect you to be proactive, but not too much. Shashwat, I'll delete this from the video when it goes live, but this is actually for you. The question that you said that you want to work on their main app, the core app. Okay. So the seniors expect you to be proactive, but not proactive to an extent where you actually jump in conversations where you don't belong, or you offer to help the team out in places where you are not expected to help. The same, take an example like this. A young person right out of college, fresh out of college, when they get hired, they walk into the office with the utmost energy in them. They think that they're gonna be the developers who the industry has never seen. They're gonna work like 24/7 or whatever and outperform everybody, right? That is the expected young person energy that we seniors are now habituated towards. But what happens is you actually start being so proactive that you place your opinions in places where nobody asked for. You offer help in places where actually it hurts your seniors' ego. They see you as being like, this guy just got hired 2 weeks ago and now he wants to jump into our core app or the product that is centralized to everything. Like, is this guy is clearly not ready and yet he thinks that he is. So that shows overconfidence. So all of that. What proactive really means, what being proactive really means is that you do your share of the work so well that it actually stands out to your team members. That being like, you studied your code in a certain way, you offered suggestions in the work that you yourself did, that you submitted your work in the deadline as one way, but you talk to your team members being like, I could do this a little better next time. And that proactiveness actually helps you grow as a software developer, and it also gets noticed by your team members. Being like, this guy, he joined our company like 2 weeks ago, he couldn't understand any code that we have written so far, but now look at the guy. He actually knows the ins and outs of the modules that he's writing and the APIs that he's integrated with. That's the kind of proactiveness we expect from, not we, but any senior engineer expects from a fresh hire. And that's what makes you a good hire. Be proactive, but not too much, is basically what I'm saying. Second thing is work ethic. Like, this is one of the lesser talked about things on social media or whatever. But I completely believe in the fact that having a good work ethic actually makes you a good hire. And that will place you in the front of the queue for you to get promotions or whatever. See, work ethic is actually a topic where it can get a little bit demeaning to people, where they are like, we are not able to find a job, and now you are saying that, hey, be a little better at your work ethic or whatever. But actually, how I have noticed it personally is that somebody will be very charming in the interview. Somebody will be like, they will be very smooth, they will be talking in a certain way. You will feel like, as an interviewer, being like, oh man, this guy is the best hire out there, so let's hire this guy. And when that guy joins the company, when that person joins the company, their work ethic starts to get questioned. Every now and then something happens with the person, being like an unavoidable situation that because of which they will be late to the office. They are spending way too much time by the water cooler having a chat with everybody. The deadlines that the guy is assigned, he's pushing back on the deadlines every few now and then. No extra effort seen from the guy. I mean, extra effort is a very problematic scenario, but I'm saying like the proactiveness, like there is no proactiveness in the guy. He just does the bare minimum of what he's expected to do, and the quality of work is not that great. That also is a factor of work ethic, because technically the contract that you sign with the company, there is a clause somewhere in that contract being like, you will provide the best work that you are capable of. But unfortunately, that clause gets overlooked by everybody, and they just deliver something. And being a senior engineer, it's actually a very pain point for me, where I can see that there was no effort put in this code, but it's too much hassle to even confront somebody about it, because then you have to have a session to confront you as an intern or as a fresh hire, wasting time there. Then you going back to your own code, refactoring it once again, just to have me waste my time, review it once again. That's another waste of time. And then again, any bugs or issues that did not get discovered because of your code has to be hunted down by the senior engineers, then wasting even more time. So these all things are actually packaged in the work ethic attribute of a fresher who gets hired in a company. Man, I forgot my own point. So as a result, what senior engineers actually do is take your code and be like, fine, I'll do it myself, insert Thanos meme. But as a senior engineer, I can attest to that fact that I have done this way too often with freshers or juniors, where they submit me a piece of code and I'm like, this is gonna waste time talking about it. Let me just refactor it myself and I'll deploy it. Let the guy be happy or whatever. But it actually affects my mental image of you, being like, this guy clearly doesn't have the good work ethic. Third of all is questions. I will trim it down the parts where I yap too much, so don't worry about that. So questions. Questions is also a very paradoxical statement where, as a senior, I want you to ask questions about the product, about the feature that you're working on. But at the same time, I will judge you based on the number of questions you ask me and what type of questions you ask me. Understand it like this. Let's say that I'm making you work on the app that my client is having me build, right? So there is some kind of business logic gap between me and you where I understand the business requirements, but you don't. So you ask about the business requirement, how does this module affect the business, what's the benefit of this module and whatever. In which case, I will be very happy to clear those doubts up for you. But if you come back to me every 5 minutes, every half hour, every hour, being like, hey bro, this line of code is not working for me, could you please check? Hey bro, this array is not, this array is coming up empty, could you please check? Hey bro, I delivered this work, but everything works on my local. I don't know why it's not working in your local or production. These type of things, it kind of affects your image in my head or in any senior developer's head. We want you to be proactive enough to ask questions, to understand the product good enough. But at the same time, we don't want you to ask any questions. So take the advice like this. When you are about to ping your senior with some question, ask yourself 2 or 3 questions before that. Did I exhaust all my resources? That means, did you ask ChatGPT? Did you go to online articles and understood the code? Did you take a keyword from the code and try to see what the context is around the code base? Did you make the effort to actually understand the thing yourself before pinging the senior? And if your doubt boils down to a business requirement, yeah, feel free to ping the senior. Otherwise, try to figure it out yourself. And trust me, that will make you a good hire, because that shows me that you actually know how to deal with roadblocks. You know how to deal with when you get stumped in a code base, being like you have no idea what to do. So you fish your way out. You dig your way out. I'm sorry. You have the capability to do that. And as a result, you're a good software engineer hire. What is your height? What? Why do you want to know that? Hey Sid, do you know he's the creator of Fears to Fathom game series? Oh, okay, nice. Next thing is behavior, and that is very subjective thing. I mean, that is very subjective to where you're working, who you're working with, what kind of setup do you have. Work from home, you really are not expected to, engage with your team members that much. But if you're working in an office, like, yeah, you have to read the room. You have to be good at reading the room. Being like, don't say the inappropriate thing to somebody and make them uncomfortable. Don't make fun of somebody. Don't engage in office politics is what I want to stress on. Senior engineers watching this video, a certain employee in your company that is more interested in talking about the politics and the policies of the company more than doing their own work. And they actually try to reel you into their gossip so that you get seen with that person around the office, and actually gossip happens that, oh, this guy likes to talk to that guy and they always bitch about the company policies or whatever. That is the behavior I want to address. I have had those type of people in all of my career where they are like, our boss is doing this, spending money there, spending money here. And I'm just like, you're an employee, bro. Why do you care? And I never engaged in those conversations. I ran the other way. And it's not a corporate slave wannabe type of attitude. It's being like, I don't want to be typecasted as somebody who likes to engage in gossip around the office. Gossip all you want outside of the office, it's fine. That's why I have a YouTube channel. But yeah, that's the kind of behavior, I mean, I kind of wanted to stress on. So these things you have to focus on, you have to work on. And obviously the last thing is communication. The number one mistake that software developers make is undermine the importance of communication. Having good communication skills, that is the number one thing that gets undermined by software engineers, because from the movies like The Social Network or whatever movie you can think of around software developers, we get the impression that we are going to be sitting in a dark room, dimly lit by the monitors blaring in our eyes, and we are going to be coding just alone. But once you get hired by a company to do their tasks, this is a different ball game that you're entering. Now, not only you have to complete your work, but you also have to tell other people and keep your entire team on the same page, being like where you are. You should not be caught in a situation where your work was done 4 days ago, but the whole team has no idea that you have done your work. As a result, timeline gets affected, deadlines get affected, the whole team morale gets affected, and you should not be at the center of that. So keep your team leader in proper communication. Relay your conversations, CC your manager if you have to in your emails, whatever you have to do. Keep good level of communication with your team. Professionally, I mean. Hello, how are you? Night stream. Yep. I was awake, so I was like, why not? I'm gonna admit that I'm proactive, but my work ethic is so bad. Actually, yeah, I mean, your work ethic, I mean, I have to say that the people that I've hired so far from my Discord, I would say 50% have good work ethic and 50% don't. Like, that is something I have noticed as well. That is very specific to my YouTube channel and my Discord server. I have worked with most other people as well, and they have had terrible work ethic. I mean, so I'll tell you a client story right now. A guy from Madhya Pradesh was hired at a $1,000 salary per month package, right? $1,000 cash, like every month, no questions, all $1,000 straight to his bank account in Madhya Pradesh. What that guy did is that he wrote code that was so shit when I looked at it. It was like, I was surprised how it was working in the first place. And you know the tech stack, HTML, CSS, JS, that's it. And still the guy managed to write spaghetti code with JavaScript. It was so trash. And then when we asked the guy that, hey, there is a deadline, you have to work a little bit longer, he would not budge on that. No matter how many amount of times we have shouted at the guy, being like, you are not finishing your work, you have to finish your work tonight itself or else or whatever. He was just like 7 p.m. gone. His Slack green bubble, that is into a gray bubble. He was gone. He just would not want to work. And that was his whole problem. And the work that he did deliver was absolute dog shit. Like, first of all of you believe that with AI, you can write good code right out of college. But when you actually enter the office, man, oh man, are you guys in for a surprise. You would be mortified, you would be terrified, you would be absolutely like flabbergasted looking at how other people write code. It will blow your socks off. I'm 100% sure. Every now and then you will see that one developer who writes code so spaghetti, like it doesn't even qualify to be spaghetti anymore. You will see that one guy or one person or a group of people. You will see those people and you will be questioning your life decisions and you will be questioning the entire progress of technology and progress of everything. And then you will understand that human stupidity, it rises above all. Doesn't matter how much technology you can throw at somebody, human stupidity will always win. Always. Great topic to kickstart the stream. Actually, the stream was already kickstarted. Yeah. So by Varun Maya, you kind of joined in a little bit late. What is the solution or action step that you would recommend for such guys? Work ethic? Look, work ethic, I have noticed also that it can be developed in you with a threat. The threat of being fired. If you are a person who are confident that getting fired from this job would not affect your life at all, then I think you're too far gone. that level of security where you are hired at a company and you are living a very comfortable life and all that, and even then you think that you don't need the company, guess what, your work is going to show for it. Your quality of work will go down to such an extent that it's unbelievable. You would have no incentive to actually improve at the job. Fortunately, I did not have that kind of luxury. When I was working 6,000 rupees a month, I was like, this is the only thing I have. I don't want to get into interviews once again. Let me put effort into this right out the gate. So I actually learned a lot. So the code that you see me push on GitHub right now, like that's where I'm at. This is the result of these many years spending in the industry. Other than that, if you are not that type of person and you want to have work ethic, routine, that is the only way to do. That's the only way to achieve it. A routine. You have to specify that by 8:30 a.m. I should be awake. I mean, for office goers, it's actually 7:30 a.m. But you have to put hard limits on your clock. Being like 7:30 a.m. I'm gonna be awake. 8:30 I should be leaving the house. 9 I should be reaching the office. 9:15 my laptop should be open right in front of me. 9:30 I should have a cup of coffee right beside me and I should be going through Jira tickets and everything. 10 a.m. is when my coding begins. And from 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m. you do it. You go for lunch, come back 2:30, 2:45. Then from 3 p.m. you start coding once again and you do it all the way till your end shift time. I am assuming it must be 6 p.m. So let's say 5:45 that you are coding straight. It's not gonna happen. I mean, this is like an ideal shot that I'm sending at you, but you're gonna have to put some kind of hard limits on your clock because the meetings and everything. Okay, another thing that I want to say about communication is meetings. The number one thing that turns off a lot of developers when they actually decide to work for corporate is meetings. Man, oh man, developers hate meetings. I know I did, not as much anymore, but in my initial years, yes, that happened to me. And that is the number one thing where you need to work on your communication skills because you will be put on the spot to answer some questions. Because one thing that you know that marketing people like Sally and Martha are like laughing among each other, being like, ha ha ha, we're gonna land these clients so quickly, and you know we will do it with such precision that you will be lost in their bullshit of conversation, whatever. And before you know it, a question gets thrown at you. You are completely caught off guard, and then you go, As a result, they're gonna think, what an idiot we hired. This guy is completely not professional. So you need to be on your toes with your communication skills. You need to be able to come up with sentences right on the spot, and you should be able to say it. Saying it is where the game changes. You can think about English in your head. You can think about English when you type because you have time to do that. But when it comes to speaking, that's when it's a skill and you need to practice that. Anyway, that's the number one communication related point that I wanted to discuss, is that you need to build the skill of speaking English. You need to build the skill of speaking in front of 5 people or 10 people or a room full of people. You need to have that kind of skill. It's important. Bro, doing a day in a life video verbally, lol. I mean, not really. That was not my intention. Your GitHub, it's literally in all of the video descriptions that you are seeing. Maybe in this live stream description, it's there. I mean, come on, man. In big 2025, do I really need to... Where is my GitHub? Huh? Can't believe I don't have my GitHub? What the hell? So if you go to my channel, you can actually see 7 more links. I never added my GitHub? Or am I seeing things? No, I never added it. What the hell, man? What the hell? This is my GitHub. How is it possible, bro? How is it possible? 3dames93. This is my GitHub. Reels Dekhna Entertainment. What? Oh man, I've had 2,099 contributions in the last year. I'm nearly going to touch 3,000 contributions this year. I'm on a roll, baby. I'm on a roll. No way. So true, said. Well said. Then my work ethic and routine fucked up. Okay, don't feel sorry for yourself, the Chetan Kumar. Admitting that you have a problem is the first step to solving the problem. Please admit that you have a problem first, and then slowly and steadily work towards it. I'm sorry if I accidentally took you to the destination, but it's actually a process where you do one activity on a hard limit, then you do two activities on a hard limit, then three, then four, then five. Before you know it, your entire day is now limited to the clock. Bro, too high, lol. What did I do? Um, so true, said. Well said. Thanks, bro. Totally agreed, said. Damn, brutal talks. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Fuck yeah, literally me, lol. You need to work on your English skills. Like, I don't know any of you, I haven't met any of you, but I really implore you to challenge yourself speaking English in front of the mirror. Just try it and you would know where you stand, and just practice speaking. You need to practice. Did you indirectly call me out on the questions part? No, not really. No, no. Why are companies expecting freshers to learn AI ML? Mastering one stack or Java full stack already takes a lot of time, yet non-fresh graduates are being pressured to learn AI ML as well. I mean, if you budge under that pressure, that is on you. But I can say that you can get by with web dev skills only. Just learning AI ML gives you the opportunity to unlock more doors later in your career, but I wouldn't say that that's a hard limit. I mean, that's a hard requirement, being like, no, you have to learn AI ML. No, I don't believe in that. First of all, companies don't know what they want. You can easily fool them by saying that, oh yeah, I totally do AI ML all day, and they will be like, yeah, this guy really knows what he is talking about. My senior told me on day one to not call him sir, or he'll cut my salary, or we got it good here. Oh, I'm gonna admit, well, we getting free cursor, so why not use it to its fullest? About 0.3. No, questions, ask the AI all the questions you want. It's just that don't ping your senior that much. But Mr. Gajendra Kumar, why do you need to know my height, man? That is such a specific question. I'm not insecure about my height. I'm like what, 5'10, 5'9, 5'10? Yeah, 5'10, 5 feet 10 inches. I don't know how much is in centimeters. If anybody from Europe is watching, I'm sorry. But I can talk, but not that spontaneously, like making stuff up on the fly. This is where the practice is. And second of all, I think you're capping, Shashwat. I don't think you have it in you. No. Can you rate my English skills? Bro, we talk in Hindi in the internship calls. How, like that is on me, like that is actually my fault. But it actually just so happened that every intern that I've hired is Indian, so there is no motivation for me to speak English in those calls, being like whatever. So I just started speaking Hindi. It's only Kirti Narayan that doesn't speak English or doesn't speak Hindi, because of whom I need to talk to him specifically in English. But it's just that 7 out of 8 people are Indians. 8 out of 8 people are Indians. That is why it happened. Hindi 5'10" is great height. Oh, thanks, man. I can talk, but not that spontaneous. This is where credit chore waits for this moment. The developer who put a lot of hard work in it lacks communication. Then this manager person comes and say all work is done by me. What are you guys doing? That is another thing. Like, you need to be able to stand up for yourself. Actually, I don't see a point in that, really. I always think, like, if you're fighting for a promotion at your job, you're much better off just switching the company. Don't make your life like just all about a 10-15% increment on your salary. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because when these kind of promotions happen, these kind of events happen where somebody says, oh, work this much and we'll get the winner a 15% hike on their salary. If that happened in my company, I would be like, I'm just going to another company. Sorry. I'm not gonna get into your game of chasing the carrot while it is hanging in front of me and I'm gonna run after it. And all the while not realizing that the stick was on my back only. So I was never actually meant to get the carrot. I'm not gonna do that. For a 10-15% hike, I would have to put in like 9 hours or 10 hours extra worth of effort. I'd much rather take those hours, put it in an interview at another company, and I might as well just switch and get 30% hike or 40% hike. Wait, how's your internship thing going? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yeah, just all right. Why late night, bro? Oh, man. There should not need to be a reason to do anything. You should just do things whenever you feel like. There is no perfect time. There is no right time. Just go for it. Just do it. I just use apparently and certainly to improve my communication. You know, they are actually filler words. They are actually filler words that you can have it ready in your arsenal so that you can just throw those words out to pad the time out so that you can think what to say actually, what to say next. It is a good strategy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good strategy to do that. Throw filler words in as much as you can so that your mouth is working on an auto mode and you're not really thinking about those filler words, and you can dedicate that time, that resource of your brain to actually think about what to say. It's a good strategy. It's a good strategy. That also comes with practice, I would have to admit. Can you rate me on the questions point? Okay, I'm too sleepy right now. I can't really think what kind of questions you ask. I'm never really minding your questions, Rachit. I mean, you should not need to ask that. You just close my eyes. Good night. Okay, good night, bro. Hope you sleep tight. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to get this video out so much that I've been thinking about this last week. Being like, you tell people how to get hired, but you don't tell people what is actually the employers looking for in you that actually makes you a good hire in the eyes of the company. Nothing is guaranteed. First of all, nothing is guaranteed. You are just a number on a spreadsheet. That is unequivocally true for every hire that happens in the tech industry. That is the nature of the private sector industry, where you are just a number on a spreadsheet. You can be let go just like that. The company can vaporize itself like that. The office can vaporize itself like that, like Hera Fairy 2, Lakshmi Chit Fund, if anybody remembers. So nothing is really guaranteed, but there are certainly some areas of your work ethic or your work environment that you can control that can help in the long run, making you a better developer or making you a good hire for the next company that you apply at to get that 30% switch. Apparently, and yeah, okay. I nod my head a lot while communicating. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I think this is where the racism against Indians stems from. This head bopping that Indians do, that the online people think that we all Indians are all about. Don't nod. Don't nod. Because it actually, this kind of motion is like, it's like motioning a baby so they can go to sleep, and that kind of effect happens on me itself, myself, where me nodding too much, it puts me in a rhythm, and then like and then I want to sleep. Like, I don't know, it's a me specific thing. I don't know if it happens to you. Lakshmi Chit Fund, yeah. Anything you want to say to your interns right now? Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm happy that Shashwat got placed, so he will not be in the internship anymore. So I'm at least happy that that happened. I, sir, just graduated from BSc IT. I'm confused what to do. No, seeing the job market which states to be pro code. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Work on your communication. Be good at your soft skills. You're gonna get by. Trust me. It's the confidence that you lack. That's the problem. When I watch the recordings, I feel like I nod my head a lot, but then people say it's a good thing, so it indicates active engagement. Actually asking or reinforcing somebody's statement, that is better than nodding your head. Because nodding your head, you can actually get lost in your own thought and the person would not know that you are not even listening to them. But reinforcing what that guy or that person in front of you said, that actually reinforces in people that you are really listening, and you are actively engaged in the conversation. Trust me, try it. Reinforce what they say. So the person in front of you says, we want our app to be only for dropshippers. So then you reinforce that statement by saying that, okay, so dropshippers is the audience segment you're looking for, right? And they say, yeah, we are looking for that. And then they will continue with the next sentence and the next sentence. Don't interrupt them at every sentence, but pad it out good enough that they feel like that you are engaged. Trust me, it'll work. It'll work. Don't do it too much versus don't do it too less. It's a middle gray area that you have to be in. And in this confusion, I like editing. So I started YouTube Tech channel rather than finding a job. You like editing, huh? Exotic Gaming. Let me see your channel. You are all that I want this life. I imagine we fall in love. हर कोई 10 LPL ले रहा था. 2020 वाला जॉब मार्केट लॉट आ जाए 4 बजे 5 इंटरव्यू 5 बजे ऑफर. Sitab Jo, you really don't know me then. It seems like 2022 I was 5 years experience. Did I land 10 LPA? No, I could not. More so because I never tried that hard. I just went with any job that I found with an increment, and that's how it was. But I would not sit here and admit that I didn't get rejected even once in 2022 when I was looking for a job. I did. Even in 2017, I was getting rejected left and right because I attended an iOS interview for some reason. Obviously, I was going to be rejected. But other web development technologies, I also got rejected from those interviews. I got selected too, like it was a mixture, but this is a bullshit statement that influencers throw around all the time. Being like, oh, you should have been in the 2022 job market. Everybody was earning money. Fuck yourself, man. This is why I don't respect influencers in my own domain. I think they're shitheads. Said I am from Java background. To me, I feel Angular very easy. When I learn React, I'm not comfortable with. However, in JD, they ask React for front end. So learn it. React is very, like dal bhat. React is it's like salt in your food. It's very common. Just use it. Just learn it. For the sake of adding it on your resume, just do it. Yasser. First of all, your name, Yasser Arfat. Yasser Arfat. Let me guess where you're from. Something in me says that you're from Dubai or the Middle Eastern country. Can you confirm? Yasser, please, can you confirm? You're from a Middle Eastern country. I'm getting a feeling. I want to say Bangladesh, but no, you're not from Bangladesh. That could not be it. From Pakistan? No. From India? No. I think Middle Eastern country. Can you confirm? Dal bhat. How to deal with manager when he comes at 6:30 p.m. and he needs to put some extra hours after work. That is a bullshit, toxic, motherfucking office environment. Get out. Just switch the company. Burn the company. Set fire to the company. Do whatever you have to do, but get out. That is not a situation where I would be in. I would put myself in. No. 2 days continuously, it happens. Third day, I am putting my resignation in, being like, fuck you, I'm out of this hellhole. 6:30 p.m. and then telling me I need to put extra work hours, huh? Then I will join the office at 4 p.m. being like, okay, the manager comes in at 6:30, so you should be happy that I was here. Yeah, I said India. Oh no, you're in India, Chennai. Dumbasses, I did say India. Where are you guys? But your name seriously suggests that you're from Middle Eastern country. I don't know. This is the first time I'm wrong. Yeah, but remember that other guy, three word name, and I just guessed that he's from Bangladesh, and he was. Try guessing where I'm from. Something tells me you're from northern India. Northern India meaning, if I go really specific, I think you're from Uttar Pradesh. You're from Uttar Pradesh. And at least where you live right now. I mean, where you grew up. Name is Tech with Tejas. Tech with Tejas, huh? Let's see. Five subscribers. Is this you? Tejas Tech, Tejas Tech. Yeah, this is you. Oh, you only do shorts. Okay, okay. You can actually work for me, bro. I mean, I won't be able to pay you that much, given that my earnings are not that good with my earnings are not that good for my video. I mean, analytics, if I show you, then I make about 900 rupees per month. I can give you 450 or 500 rupees per month easy, but it's gonna be a ton of work that I have to get you to do, because I have these type of moments on my streams every now and then. And what I would need you to do is clip those, make it into a short, and give it to me so that I can upload it. And whatever income happens because of those short videos, I'm happy to give you that. 5 subs. I just pasted the link, sir. No, it would not work. That's a YouTube thing. Hey, Sanat Kulkarni, welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you before. This is my channel. Yeah, I know, Chetan Kumar, that you are a YouTuber. I know. You, I think 9K subscribers? Oh, 54 subscribers. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know this is you. I've seen your channel before. Group study seems be like... Yeah, I've seen it. This is my channel. Hey, 4th year currently in uni currently. First of all, currently 2 times in a sentence. Okay. Bhaiya, to me, you deserve huge respect for doing the good work. Not like other YouTubers say, study this, study that, land job. Thank you. Yeah, sir. I sometimes hit up your stream. Yeah, nah, I mean, it's been a long time since you've been here. Placement anxiety hits sometimes. I've got fine skills. What do you say and how to deal with it? It's too much, too less information for me to process. Placement anxiety, everybody has it. You're not the only one. If you're scared of everybody in your classroom, you also have to realize that everybody else is scared of you as well. You are also in somebody's mind being like, Sanat Kulkarni is about to get a job and I'm not. So you have to play it both ways. You have to be confident enough that you actually seem like a threat to some of your classmates, but you actually have to be humble enough that you don't get overconfident and, you know, get shattered in the interview room in the placement season. So try to find a middle ground of confidence. Just be enough confident. Just be that. And trust me, if you're scared of everybody else is scared of you as well. I know how dynamics of a classroom works. I also had a YouTube channel, but it is closed now. Bhai, it's not a Kirana store that you opened for 2 days, sold some groceries, and then you shut down. YouTube channels are open all the time. AEO 7X. Okay. What kind of shorts do you need? So I will try that to describe your need. I mean, these moments that happen. When I go through a funny moment, when we talk about something that is worthy enough to be clipped for 60 seconds and uploaded to the shorts. One of these, yeah. But it's actually a lot of work for you for 500 rupees a month. That wouldn't be fair to you. I would need to be a little bit family friendly or follow the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, in order to appeal to the masses. I don't want to do that. I'm really feeling very sleepy right now, and I'm just gonna put a disclaimer up front. I can say a bunch of things now. I have no control over my speech, and some secrets may come out. I may say inappropriate things. I will, like, this is gonna go haywire in the next 5-10 minutes when I'm really, like, really high on this feeling of sleep. Some people have been here who watched me react to Freshers GPT channel, and it brought out some deep locked away secrets out of me. So one of those things can happen. Like, yeah, just giving you a disclaimer. Um, I'm seeing a boom in SEO thing. I thought SEO would be dead after AI. First of all, how did you even think that is not does not compute with me? Yes, Google search has gone down, but SEO still is a part because established businesses are still reliant on it. And those SEO links are picked up by ChatGPT and everything. I'm completely sure that if there are multiple answers to a question, then ChatGPT also does some kind of rank analysis and gives you the link in those order. Do you have Chat CDN in front end? Also, do you create web page by scratch in front end wise? No, never, never. In client projects, when it is React based, I just throw Tailwind in, or I throw in some kind of front end template made already in React. Same goes for HTML, CSS, jQuery, same goes for everything. It's just that for a backend framework, you have to structure your view files a little bit, where you need to provide functionality in components, so it's reusable everywhere. But yeah, Chat CDN, I have not used it, honestly. Tailwind is the farthest that I have gone to. And then I may use some kind of front-end component library. I may use that. Oh, front-end component library is Chat CDN. Chat CDN is a front-end component library. No, this library, I haven't used it. Sorry. Other ones like Shopify Polaris, yeah, I have used it. Osho speaks a lot of sense. Never mind. What? Going with the flow for now. Working on some interesting projects. Good for you, man. Are there not any other roles that other than web dev for freshers? I really like cloud computing, but don't seem to find any openings for it in the market. Yeah, I mean, Setabjo, you're from West Bengal. I mean, don't even ask me to guess. You're from West Bengal. I just know you are. I would be very surprised if you come out of like Agartala or like northern eastern part of India. I would be surprised. Are you working for any company currently? Yes, I have clients. I'm a freelancer, bro. But yeah, I have a friend who has amazing dev skills than me, got 3-year career gap. I referred him in my company. They are thinking to get him. How should he tackle it? My company has 50 to 75 startup. Who should tackle what? I mean, I'm not getting your question. Will you stream tomorrow morning? I'll try. 12 afternoon. Yes, I'll try. Sid, what if you had a button to delete 3 YouTube channels? Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. 3 YouTube channels, huh? Oh man, I have to be really specific about this question because there are so many YouTube channels that I hate. Do I want to delete wannabe podcast channels that act like journalists? Do I want to delete mainstream influencers who are completely shitty in their behavior? Do I want to delete some kind of software developer who pretends to be a software developer but actually is here to flex money? Oh, I think the first YouTube channel I would delete is Easy Snippet. Right out the gate, Easy Snippet, I would want that YouTube channel to be gone. Easy Explains, like Easy Snippet Gaming, what was that roast channel that he tried to start, all of those gone. I want that wiped out of YouTube. Second YouTube channel that I would want gone is Tech Lead, Logan Paul, Mr. Beast. I want this guy gone. This guy is like protected by YouTube a little bit too much, given that how much money he brings. And this is exactly what YouTube wasn't meant to be. YouTube was meant to be about showing yourself on camera and having an audience and connecting with them, but it completely commercialized itself into being a brand, not a person, and being like sell products, make money, and bring in views. It's all about the retention and all that. Mr. Beast ruined YouTube more than making YouTube. So Mr. Beast would be the next YouTube channel I would want gone. Because if you want to be a nice person, if you want to be helpful towards people, you should not need a YouTube channel to be able to achieve that. At some point, you have to be like, I'm going to stop YouTube. I'm going to stop YouTube and I'm going to be a philanthropist and I'm going to help people out with everything. Be an investor in companies and all such, and then do that. Next YouTube channel I would want gone is Keemstar. I don't know how many of you know Keemstar. Is actually a drama channel that focuses on the very specific. Oh, Nevermind podcast. Nevermind podcast. More than Keemstar, I would want the Nevermind podcast gone. That is such a fucking stupid podcast where they, on purpose, they invite in dumb women. I wouldn't say dumb women, women who are dumb. And they would ask like simple questions and they would paint a picture being like, women are so dumb and they don't know shit, they're not educated, like they're supposed to be in the kitchen, make a sandwich for me and all that. Misogynistic dudes and women who just wanted a payout for an appearance in a podcast. The Nevermind podcast. I would want that YouTube channel gone. That is such a misrepresentation of men as well as women. And this is what like I hate about that YouTube channel, is because they talk about the most unnecessary, most boiled down, insignificant thing ever. Men do things like this and women do things like this. It's like, do you not see the difference? Is everything just a hole to you? Is every human being just a set of holes in their bodies that you see them as? Being like, this is a man, he is an asshole, I can insert my dick there. This is a woman, you already know. So is that how you see people? Do you really need to point cameras at yourself, record yourself talking about men versus women, and then think of it like, oh my God, people need to see this and I need to upload it on YouTube so that I can make money off of this? It's the most insignificant bullshit conversations ever. And I want that gone. Yeah, him, Logan Paul, and all those trash fuckers. Honestly, YouTube videos are so shallow with poor research and people consume that brain rot. And Easy Snippet is one of those. Easy Snippet is one of those. We are more dumber, just like men. Women also have spectrum of intellect, from Mata Sita to Supernakha, if you know, I know you know. See, if you don't try to justify it, Jackal, we all know. You don't have to say it for women. We know. 3 Twitter accounts. 3 Twitter accounts. Oh, this is gonna be like Twitter accounts if I want gone. I'm not on Twitter that much. C++ ka divana. I know you're C++ ka divana, but I'm not on Twitter that much that I can form opinions on people just based on Twitter. There's only like 10, 12 people that I see on me in my feed. I don't even follow that many people. And I know Twitter is more like a political platform, so what's the use? Politicians don't use, no, Chetan Kumar, there are worse people than Varun Maya on Twitter, trust me. Varun Maya is a shithead, sure, but you have no idea the competition, how high the bar is. What if you had a button to, okay, yeah, I already answered. Will you? No, it's Salt Lake. You are correct. Yeah, I know. Sitabjo. The thing is, every template I have seen are just whole projects, not just single component. Like I need a dashboard and there are no single component for it. A whole project, and how do you do it? Oh, you need to be able to fish out the piece of code that you want. You need to be able to, you have to be able to do that. You need the ability to actually do it. Varun Maya. Harkirat in the corner. No, actually, Harkirat is not the top of the pile of shitty YouTube channels. Varun Maya is not even that. There are more horrible people on this platform than you can even realize or you have ever seen. Sorry. My friend got 3-year career gap. How I should tackle it in interview? Oh, that's it. Be honest. Why did it take 3 years? Whatever it was, just be honest. That is the only way. Please don't bullshit the interviewer. If you get caught, you're in trouble. Honestly, we are more dumber than that, women, if you guys want these kind of shit. It actually appears in my YouTube feed out of nowhere, and it just happens to just play itself. And I'm like 25 minutes into a podcast, and then I realize, hey, I didn't click on this video. I don't want to watch this, and then I change it. So that's why like I get caught in those rabbit holes. Do you know, I will still talk about it. The liminal space videos. I love it. For some reason, like before going to sleep, I will 100% watch a liminal space video. These type of videos. I love it. This is the kind of rabbit hole that I like to dive in and watch these kind of videos where people talk about an emotion that is in us that we don't even realize that we had. Just watching a blank footage of your school corridor and how creepy it looks and how uncomfortable it makes you feel. It's like I'm getting goosebumps even talking about it. I love it. I love it. These type of rabbit holes. I'm worried about my mom and dad since they consume these brain rot and ask me stupid questions. Should I include my Unity internship project on my resume along with my month project while applying for web developer jobs? Hell yes. Yes, you should. Cyprame 24. Yeah, you should. But yeah, what about Hitesh and Piyush? Sometimes they say web dev, AI, cloud, DevOps. Trust me, these YouTubers literally trapping young people into getting into college. I have talked about Hitesh before. I don't wish to do that now for some reason. It kind of makes me seem like I'm bitter. Bro, Instagram, you have no idea. It's so tough to pick the top 3 people that should go away from Instagram. Holy crap, there are some degenerate like assholes on Instagram. It's unreal to even think about top 3. You would not be able to come up with the top 3. No matter whose name you say, there is somebody more horrible than that on Instagram. It is the absolute pit of human filth. How much degeneracy a human mind can come up with. That's Instagram. But yeah, Munstack done. What next? First of all, I need you to answer your previous question. I think I lost it in the chat, but you did ask a question that I was concerned about. Golang. I would say Piyush Golang. Right? I want to put videos on animal activism and vegan diet on my channel. Yeah, do it, man. Just do it. खाली टाइम कभी कभी ओशो या जे कृष्णमूर्ति को सुन लो, रिलैक्सेशन मिल जाता है. I know who is Osho. How come I never heard of Osho? I have to figure out. I have to find out Osho. Oh, this guy. Oh, I know. Okay, I see. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. Yeah, I get it. Instagram is the new Reddit. Why Easy Snippet is bad? I've seen his roast videos that were moderately good, but I haven't seen his tech channel. Rachit, you are blissfully unaware of his tech channel, and I would really want you to be like that. Today, he uploaded a YouTube short where he was flexing in his Mercedes ES40, which is worth 1.3 crore rupees. And I'm like, this is what software developers are now. This is where the direction is headed. It's headed more towards flexing, money, houses, bitches, being like, I have these many audience segments, looking all cool, wearing sunglasses. This is what tech YouTube is now. This is the direction where it is going. Hey, Pranav going to play Need for Speed now. Which one? Which Need for Speed? If I had a choice, I would delete my Instagram itself. Bro, you can delete your Instagram. What the hell, man? It's not like it's a natural thing that is found in nature. You can go in and deactivate your account, but you won't because you know how to control it. And the same thing I have. Like, I have Instagram installed in my phone right here. I'm afraid that what it will show. So Mr. Beast comes up. Here's Instagram in my phone. I'm not scared of Instagram. I've never scrolled this social media. I have never scrolled this social media more than other social media that I access. Never done that. Influencer money is crazy. No, it's not. It's not. Hot Pursuit. Nice, nice. Same. I never saw his channel ever. It looked fake AF. Osho is a bit of a controversial person, but his words are so logical. I hope that I'm that same kind of person. I also want to be very controversial, but I do want to say senseful things. Said I was gonna make a liminal space game where you have the whole building only in front of you where a crime took place and all you have to do is find the criminal name. Oh, but liminal space is very, it's very personal. I would not feel creepy in a game environment, I feel like. But the realism, it's a real photo of a hotel lobby, a real photo of a restaurant where some like real people used to be. That is the feeling I'm talking about, man. A game would just be a game. I would be focused on the objective. But when you look at your school at night time, it's a different dimension altogether. Why am I again getting goosebumps? It is like that near and dear to my heart, this liminal space feeling. अगर ऑडियंस एक बायस समझ जाए जिसे कहते हैं सर्वाइवरशिप बायस, देन कोई यूट्यूबर कभी भी कुछ नहीं बेच पाएगा, 100% गारंटी. I mean, it is the entire industry is based on hope, bro. As long as you can sell hope that one day you will be rich, one day you will be this or that. The only way to get rich is tell others how to be rich. That's how the current ecosystem is. You think to yourself that you are intelligent and you're not gonna fall for these marketing tactics, but you underestimate how stupid everybody else is. Trust me, out of the 1.2 billion people that watch YouTube every single day, I'm 100% sure that 600 million of those are fucking idiots that watch YouTube on a daily basis. 100% they are idiots. They will watch any brain rot, they will watch whatever AI generated video, they'll do it. They will do it. I have deleted my Instagram 5 years ago, but I was joking that if I had a delete button, I would delete mine. Oh. Delete your Instagram, meaning that deactivating your account, right? What else could it be? Like, are you talking like Instagram app itself you would delete for everybody or just you? Which is not much to achieve actually. ओशो की एक वीडियो है अबाउट ओशो अबाउट वर्ड फक. भाई बहुत फनी है यार दोनों ज़रा. Okay. Actually, I'm never concerned about saying the F word on stream. I'm not scared. Fuck, just did it. His thing on people are retarded. His thing on people are retarded was real AF. Osho, I mean. Oh, Harkirat is charging 75k for online Super 30. Fuck him. Fucking hell, man. I have to see. 100x devs, right? 100x devs. Web3 view courses. But this is... DevOps, web development, blockchain is only for 6,000 rupees. Online 75k for Super 30. Where is Super 30? 100x devs. Super 30. Super 30 Noida. Pay via crypto. Let's see. How much crypto is it? DevOps cohort. No, this is still like 6,000 rupees range. Purchase is disabled for this item. Can't really find it where 100x cool, is it? Highest international package 150k. How much is 150k USD into INR? So 1.3 crores, right? 1.3 crore package if you land, then that is like $150,000 salary. However, 1.3 crore package in India is way different. Have you seen the new trend of MCP and TAN stack? I'm seeing a lot of videos about it. Not really. I'm not even aware of what you mean by, TanStack or MCP. Never used MCP, and I never will, because the idea of handing over your code base and production database to an AI agent, fuck you, I'm not gonna do that. Osho said Jesus is a what? Okay, I'm glad that I did not say it out loud, what I was about to read. Go to Harkirat new video description. You will find online course link 99K. Yeah, that I know. But Super 30, do you use Windows or other OS? No, this is Windows. This is Windows right here. This is Windows. I tried using Fedora. I tried using Arch. I have not installed any other OS just yet, and I should. Soon. I will install Arch. But right now, I'm actually looking for cameras. And my requirement is very simple. It should support 2K 120 FPS recording, and it should be used as a webcam. That is one thing. I should also be able to attach a receiver on the DSLR so that I can clip a mic on my t-shirt, and whatever I say is the direct transmitting to the video, and it actually embeds the audio in the video itself. So my DSLR gives me a video with synchronized audio. I don't want to record the video and then record the audio and then stitch together. No, I don't want that. So I actually am looking for DSLR cameras for webcam streaming. I typed DSLR cameras and it gave me these things. I actually have to get one of these as well for my laptop. It's a good idea to keep one of these attached to the top of my laptop so that I can get like high quality, high fidelity. I use Arch, by the way, just kidding. Yeah, no worries, man. DSLR camera. So like my budget is already like 1 lakh rupees. So I'm thinking of getting like one of these. Yeah, I'll get one of these, but it's just that I need that camera to be able to be hooked to my laptop, and it should just work out of the box, or minimal software involvement. Anyway, I think we are reaching 1 a.m. I have yapped too much in this stream. Linux or Windows, choose one. For me, I have to choose Windows because I have to game. Gaming is a non-negotiable for me in my laptop. I think Sony has a few very good cameras for streaming. Yeah. Is it okay to enter the dark web with my personal computer, or should I use different PC? Don't do it at all, man. Like I can't believe you watched the AVTV video, did you? Cyprem? AVTV video you watched, right? And that's why you're asking this question. Don't do it. Just stay away. I can't believe we have to teach people about the dark web and its dangers in big 2025. I mean, seriously, I have known about the dark web since like what, 2015, 2014? I have known about it. 2011? That far back. Go for Sony ZV-1F for proper vlog type videos. My friend has it. Yeah, don't do it at all. Everything is traceable. Everything is. Your ISP will give out your details to the hackers, being like they can actually pinpoint you. People have actually reported incidents where they fuck around and find out on the dark web, where they do some things and then later they find multiple people on the road staring at their house, staring at them at the grocery store, staring at them while they are like, drawing money out of an ATM. People have reported that. These are very real stories. Don't do that. People actually disappear. If you fuck around on the dark web too much, you're gonna get picked up by traffickers or whatever, criminals. Bhaiya, my brother is a tax filing. His salary is not that good. I suggested to get in data analyst. How the data analyst job market for pressure? You started your question a certain way and you ended your question a certain way. What the hell, man? Data analyst, go for chartered accountant. That's who you need. And I don't know the job market for freshers right now, bro. Especially for data analyst. No idea. Use an onion browser. Don't do it, Chetan Kumar. Don't misguide the guy. Tor is unsafe if both the entry and exit node is compromised. It's pretty hard, I guess. See hacker movie, you will get an idea. Yep. All right, guys. So I think this is long enough for today. Where am I clicking? Man, I'm really like washed away right now. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh. Fuck. Oh. Alright. I don't even have it in me to say goodbye. Link to the hacker movie. I don't know what hacker movie he is referring, but watch any video related to hacking, you will know. Alright, so bye bye. Bye. Good night. I really need to go to sleep. I was hoping we could play Red Dead Redemption on PC. I love that game, Red Dead Redemption. Holy crap. I missed out on such a legendary banger game. Can't even believe myself that I called myself a gamer. Techres. Yeah, I will. I have watched Liminal Space videos straight 4 nights. I have watched it, hoping that I would get some kind of haunting dreams, some kind of scary dreams or whatever. But it seems like I'm not scared even in my subconscious now. I'm that free from myself. Even my subconscious is not it doesn't worry about anything, because you know that when you're sleepy, your subconscious mind takes over. And if you are scared by something, you're gonna see haunting dreams, and I don't get them anymore. I am free, baby. I am free. I'm one of the most freest people on YouTube right now. I don't believe in flexing. I don't believe in whatever. I'm just leading with what I have up here. And this thing is not scared. This trained head model, AI, beep boop, whatever, it's not scared. RDR is perfect. Yes. Um. Anyway, no dream is scary if your life is more. This is a tweet. This is a tweet. This is a tweet. I'm stealing that. Sorry. I'm stealing that. Sorry. C++ क्या दीवाना stole your tweet, stole your statement. But anyway, that is it for tonight. I hope you guys sleep well. I hope you guys thrive. What the hell am I saying? Thrive? Anyway, bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. I know that nobody on Twitch is watching right now, in which case I would want to say bye to my Twitch viewers as well. Bye bye.